I work as a systems analyst at a mid-sized insurance company. About 6 months ago, I requested the second week of March off for my sister's destination wedding in Costa Rica. I submitted the time off request through our proper channels, got it approved by my boss, let's call him Mark, and even booked non-refundable flights and accommodations, totaling about $3,200. I hadn't taken a vacation in over a year, and was really looking forward to this. Fast forward to last week, just 11 days before my trip, and Mark called me into his office. He informed me that our department's star performer, let's call her Jessica, suddenly needed the same week off because her in-laws surprised her family with a cruise. Mark told me that since Jessica has seniority, she's been there 7 years, I've been there 4, and she brings in more value to the company, I would need to cancel my vacation and cover her workload while she's gone. I was shocked. I calmly explained that my time off was approved months ago, I had non-refundable bookings, and this was my sister's wedding that I couldn't miss. Mark's response? We all have to make sacrifices for the team. Jessica's happiness is important to our department's morale. I'm sure your sister will understand. I left his office stunned, but decided not to argue further. Instead, I went back to my desk and started formulating a plan. The next day, I asked for a meeting with Mark and HR. In the meeting, I calmly presented printouts of 1. My approved time off request from 6 months ago, 2. Our company policy stating that approved PTO can only be revoked in cases of critical business necessity, and with at least 30 days notice, 3. My non-refundable travel receipts, and 4. A detailed transition document I'd already prepared for my absence. The HR rep looked increasingly uncomfortable as I laid everything out. I then said, I'm giving you 2 options. Either I take my approved vacation as planned, or I'll need written documentation stating that my vacation is being denied despite policy violations, along with company reimbursement for my $3,200 in expenses. Mark started backpedaling immediately, saying I misunderstood, and he was only suggesting I might want to reschedule. The HR rep quickly stepped in and confirmed my vacation would proceed as approved and suggested that Mark work with Jessica to find alternative coverage. As I was leaving, I heard the HR rep telling Mark they needed to have a separate conversation about proper management practices. I went on my vacation, had an amazing time at my sister's wedding, and returned to discover that Mark had to cover Jessica's workload himself while I was gone since no one else was available. Some colleagues say I should have just worked with Mark to find a compromise instead of going nuclear with HR, but I don't think I should have to sacrifice my plans for someone else's last-minute vacation.